revolving the meter of each vellum page to quiet the throb of this seasonal pain. I've locked the ghost of your voice in a cage to keep out the damp of the Somerset rain. The sediment swirled in the porcelain bowl, the Pleiades shifted above in the grey. I felt the cold weather invading my soul. The kettle was keeping the winter at bay. Your memory took its habitual toll in the light of a Somerset day. The liquid grew viscous and strangely refined, like cedar wood oil and the sap of a pier. The weight of your absence stayed fixed in my mind, like the scent of the hawthorn still stuck in your hair. The verses were sweet as the love you defined, with a beauty that no other creature could share. I lifted the vessel and tasted the draught. The bitterness yielded to nectar so deep. At my own desperation, I quietly laughed while the rest of the village was falling asleep. I drank down the words with a meticulous craft. The promise of secrets I'm fated to keep. The result was a cup of sweet rhymes like your smile, steeped in a mixture of cedar and thyme. I sat in the church bells that started to chime, an infusion of meter and classical style, a nectar that's frozen in time. Once the sugar settles, the vellum dissolves, the ink runs thin, the morning is heavy with you. The rhyme dissolves, everything I drink is you.
The iron kettle starts to groan. I tear the paper from the spine. Hard water hits the heavy stone. I boil the ink until it's fine. Until it's fine. The stanzas curl inside the pot. I watch the blackness start to rise. The kitchen air is thick and high. I see the truth behind the lies. I pour the verse into the tin, a bit of brew for us to share. I let the heavy steam sink in and breathe the salt inside the air.
looking at the pot. Steam rising up, is it enough? Is it enough? The rain won't stop, the pot is low, black liquid, bitter and hot. I see the steam, I feel the heat. Should I brew, do it again? Pour it up, fill it up, fill it up, fill it up, fill it up now. More, 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 more. Watch the drops against the pain. Cold wind outside, I need the heat, I need the heat. Dark in the glass, the rhythm of the rain. Rain falls down, the cup is dry, heat on my tongue, bitter and black. Is it enough? Is it enough? One more pot, one more pour. Fill it up, fill it up, fill it up, fill it up, fill it up now. More, more, more. Give me more, more. Just one more, keep it coming. Rain on the glass, rain on the glass. More. Oh, oh, oh. I see you walking down the street with all those bags of heavy clay. You're trying hard to stay so neat and work the hours of the day. But you are missing out the beat of what you're meant to play. So find the thing that makes you real and do it every single time. It's how you make the people feel when everything is in its prime. You've got the hand upon the wheel, and now you're going to climb. The neighbors talk about the fuss of all the little bits and bobs. They're waiting for the local bus to get to all their boring jobs. But there is only one of us who isn't like those snobs. So find the thing that makes you real and do it every single time. It's how you make the people feel when everything is in its prime. You've got the hand upon the wheel, and now you're going to climb. Don't bother with the kitchen sink or fixing up the rusty car. You haven't had the time to think of who you really truly are. You're standing on the very brink of being like a proper star. So find the thing that makes you real and do it every single time. It's how you make the people feel when everything is in its prime. You've got the hand upon the wheel, and quiet, sordid ein.
Nothing feels the way it should. Heavy weight inside of me, doing me no kind of good. Bad mood makes the whole world black. Whole world black. Change your stride and don't look back. Don't look back. Little beast against my skin, oh my skin. Let the better feeling in. Step out to the garden gate. Watch the hound run through the air. I don't have to bear the weight. I don't have to feel despair. Bad mood makes the whole world black. Whole world black. Change your stride and don't look back. Don't look back. Little beast against my skin, oh my skin. Let the better feeling in. Move your feet to find the light. Everything is coming right. Rub the fur and feel the bone. I ain't ever on my own. Bad mood makes the whole world black. Whole world black. Change your stride and don't look back. Don't look back. Little beast against my skin, oh my skin. Let the better feeling in. Proper sorted, feeling good, just like I should. Yeah, proper sorted now, sorted now.
The oak has dropped its heavy crown, resting on the muddy lane. I lay my wooden burden down to free me from the strain. The leaves are turning copper brown and falling once again. I'm treading on the sodden ground to wash away the rain. I listen to the river sound across the winter grain. A quiet kind of peace is found above the hollow plain. The past is in the river silt, washing to the sea. I'm shedding every weight of guilt. The morning carries me. The patience that the Spirit built to set the spirit free. The water finds a deeper bed inside the stubborn stone. The words I might have better said are seeds the wind has blown. A path is winding up ahead where I must walk alone. I'll keep a steady I shed like grass that has been mown. The morning light is softly spread on seeds that I have sown.
Porcelain is hot against my palm. The window shows a narrow streak of gray. I'm trying hard to maintain every calm before the heavy weight of Saturday. There is a certain comfort in the qual of watching night begin to fade away. I'll take the sharp edge with the sweet and let the dark warm settle in. The pavement and the quiet street, the places where we both have been. There is no victory or defeat, just the texture of the skin. You're moving through the hall in cotton sleeves. We haven't spoken much since Tuesday night. Like autumn wind among the fallen leaves, we're searching for a way to make it right. The heart accepts the things that it receives within the early bath of winter light. I'll take the sharp edge with the sweet and let the dark warm settle in. The pavement and the quiet street, the places where we both have been. There is no victory or defeat, just the texture of the skin. I used to want the sugar and the cream to hide the way the world can often taste, but now I'd rather face the living stream and see the years that shouldn't go to waste. The steam is rising in a steady beam to show the minutes moving on in haste. I'll take the sharp edge with the sweet and let the dark warm settle in. The pavement and the quiet street, the places where we both have been. There is no victory or defeat, just the texture of the skin. The fragrance and the sting within the morning air. A simple, honest thing that we are forced to share.
time. I look the devil in the eye. I'm getting used to this old climb.